For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Welcome to another edition of the Focus program. We are glad you are along. Memorial Day weekend. What a great weekend, and it means that lots of parades and celebrations, and be safe. That's the first thing for you to do. And then coming up in June, all sorts of activities, and we'll be highlighting bunches of those things as the month progresses. And one of those items is a play called I Hate Hamlet. Tell us about it. Is the wrong name here. That's last week's show. It's Mike McCartan and Stacey Jowett.
Hi.
Nice to see you. Welcome. It's been good to have you back, Michael.
Thank you.
There's been an addition to Michael McCartan. What is that addition for $500?
I've been transformed to John Barrymore.
John Barrymore.
Yes.
He must be in the play I Hate Hamlet.
Yes, he is indeed.
Oh my golly gee. So talk to me about the play. Is this something that you created, or?
No. It's been around for quite a long time. Been performed lots of places. It's the story of a young man who moves from L.A. to New York because he lost his job and has been cast as the lead in Hamlet, and he doesn't want to do it. And his friends, in an attempt to help him, create a seance to bring John Barrymore, who was the American player of Hamlet of all time, to come and help him. And so Barrymore arrives to help young Andrew.
Ooh, sounds like you're pretty busy in this play.
Very busy, yes, very busy. Very haughty, very busy, very arrogant.
Well, that's
All the things
typecast.
I was going to say all the things that are unlike me are in
I
this
don't
play.
know. It's pretty typecast. Stacey, what is your role in I Hate Hamlet?
I'm the director.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's got to
Boss
be
in
fun.
charge.
Boss.
Oh yeah, that's what I love to do. That's my
Yeah.
favorite thing. I'll dabble in anything in theater, but being in charge is definitely one of my favorites.
Take this and move it over there. That's what you got to tell people.
Oh yeah. So
that's wonderful. That's delightful.
that's the easy part to me.
Mr. McCartan comes with great credentials on the theater boards.
Correct.
It's been in 1 or 2 or 5,000 plays. And was he easy to direct?
Yeah, I've worked with Michael before. He was in Prelude to a Kiss with us at Interstage Right. And for that show, I was the intimacy director. And so I'd already worked with him before, and he was fantastic in that too. So his ego is well checked.
Correct.
He's not a diva.
He leaves it at the door.
Right. He's great to work with.
How big a cast in I Hate Hamlet?
I'm going to defer to the director on those kinds of questions.
How many in the cast?
6.
Six
Wait,
people.
is that right? 6. Andrew, Deidre. Yeah, 6. 6
Okay.
altogether. It's nice. It's a smaller group, which is kind of nice. So you get to know everyone a little bit better through the course.
Is it a full comedy? Is it a full serious thing? Is it a little bit of both?
I mean, it's definitely very funny. I always don't like to play for the comedy because I think it's funnier when people are in funny situations, but they're taking it very seriously. But it is definitely a comedy. There's tons of humor to it, and it has this really fun sort of take on the theater's interaction with the audience and the audience's interaction with the theater. So I love shows like that because as a theater person, it kind of speaks to me a little bit, about things, experiences I've had. But even if you're not a theater person, you're an audience member, and you're going to understand that side of it too. So it's got a little bit, whatever part of it you're into, it has a little thing that you're going to really identify with. But you're definitely going to laugh a ton. And you're going to get to see a really awesome sword fight that's going to happen.
A sword fight.
Yeah.
And do anybody we know going to be in that sword fight?
This guy over
This
here.
guy over
yeah.
here? Well, you've been parrying around for years.
I'm learning to sword fight too late in life. I could have used these skills, and as you well know, in lots of other venues.
Oh, yes, right.
Yes,
right.
So, but
Instead of a board gavel,
yeah.
you could have used a sword.
I could.
yeah.
It's been fun. It's a great cast. They're very mature and work hard, and good chemistry, which is always really nice that you get along with people.
Do you win the sword fight, or do we have to come to find out?
I win everything. I am John
John
Barrymore.
Barrymore. It's the tights.
Yes, it's
Typecast.
yes. And I do wear tights.
Oh, that's worth the
There
price
you go.
of admission.
I know,
Right
that's what
there.
I keep saying. We'll just be like, Michael McCartan in tights.
Oh,
And
just
then-
forget the rest of the
Yeah,
name.
exactly. There it goes. Lines out the door.
Okay, let's talk about when it is, where it is, how much it is, all that kind of
All right,
stuff.
great. So it's running in June, from June 7th to June 23rd at Interstage Right at the Citadel Stage. We're right downtown. A lot of people don't know we exist, but we're right on Main Street in Bard, which is appropriate because we always do Shakespeare shows there.
Across from Casey's.
Right, yeah, like right across from Casey's. So you can go over to Casey's, have a good time, come right over and see us
a
afterwards.
better time.
Yeah, exactly. And we do shows on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Friday, Saturday nights at 7, Sundays at 3. And then tickets, if you want them a little bit cheaper, because everyone wants a deal, you can go online to our website at interstageright.org, and you can get them for $15 there. And then if you buy them at the door, they're $20.
Oh.
But you should buy them ahead of time for
Yeah.
$15.
Right.
Save
And
a little
you know
extra.
how many are coming. And
Yeah,
how many got left
exactly.
And, all that kind of
And we're going to do like a bunch of really great stuff for opening weekend. We've got a really big like opening night party where the show takes place in the 90s. So we're doing like a 90s flashback night and 90s costume party or contest, and we'll have a DJ there spinning like 90s music and stuff. So it should be really fun.
We got the poster's great.
Ooh,
Is that your
yeah.
socks, Mike, and your feet?
No.
No.
Oh.
Our graphic designer, Katie Weatherly, she did a great job
she
on the
did.
poster. I love it
She
so
did.
much.
She did. That's a great poster.
Yeah.
And I think we've got our second poster in there about the 90s. There we go.
She did this one too. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a sharp one. Back to the 90s.
It's going to be really fun. So we're just trying to get like a bunch of people there on opening night, really excited, you know. I figure the costumes add like a fun atmosphere.
What
and
else
stuff.
is coming up at Interstage Right this summer?
All right, great. So every summer, which some people might not know this, we do Shakespeare every summer in August. So this summer we're doing Midsummer Night's Dream, and I'm in it. I'm Puck, which I'm super
Okay.
excited about. So that's pretty much the end of summer, but we just got our new fall season, and in September we're doing a show called She Kills Monsters, which is Dungeons and Dragons based, which for me is very exciting. Like tabletop role play game thing, so people don't know what it is. And then in October we're doing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that one will be really fun. November, this one I don't know as well, but I'm excited about the director. It's Over the River and Through the Woods, and
To
Steve Kinney.
grandmother's house we go.
There we go. Steve Kinney, who does a lot of work up at the Barn Theater, he's directing that one. And then in December we're doing A Christmas Carol, which I'm excited about doing. I've never like done that one before, which is sort of like a classic, you know.
Michael's done it numerous times, I think.
Yes, I was Scrooge
Numerous times.
numerous times, including once
life
that
and
play.
real life, right.
Yeah.
Once in a play, right?
Yeah, once in a play. Yeah. It's a great program. Interstage Right and that location. For people who are not familiar with theater, I mean, it's referred to as a black box, which basically just means it's a big room that's painted black. But it's very intimate, you know, that maybe there's 50, 60, 70 people, maybe 100 at the most. So, you know, you're right there, basically part of the program. And a lot of the programs do sort of include the audience, which is a little bit different. But it's,
You don't really have a choice.
Right.
yeah, it's,
You're like this far from the action. which
Get
is
in or get out.
Right. Like we just did Robin Hood, and there's tons of fighting. And when you sit in the audience, it's basically like there's swords going all right next to you, people flipping over, and it's right there. So, and we love doing ones like that, especially in that small space. I think it's better than an action movie.
All right. It's called I Hate Hamlet, and it's the month of June. And give me the dates of it again.
June 7th through 23rd.
Well, I meant the days it plays.
Oh, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday nights at 7, Sunday matinees at 3.
Okay, all through June, and go online to Interstage Right, get your tickets.
Yeah, and check us out because we do new stuff every month. So we're there all year
Did we
long.
miss anything, sir?
no, I think we'd love to see you.
Stacey, nice to
Thank you
very
so
meet
much.
you. Mr.
Thank you,
McCartan,
Paul.
Nice to meet you in your role as Mr. Barrymore. There's a big festival coming up the 4th of June to start off the month, and it's the Sturgeon Festival. And the president of the St. Clair River, the Friends of the St. Clair River, Miss Sherri Faust, I'll be all right. Miss Sherri, we hope. Sherri Faust will be here in just a second. One of the most active people in St. Clair County, Sherri Faust, is with us.
Wow, what an introduction. Thank you.
Well, it's true. You wear about 5 different hats.
Yeah, and I'm wearing my big fish hat today. 'Cause we're talking about the big fish.
Big fish hat. Her name is Sherri Faust, and the festival is called the Sturgeon Festival. Talk to me about what the Sturgeon Festival is, where it got started, and all the information that we need to know.
Okay, Friends of the St. Clair River started this 6 years ago.
Okay.
We wanted to celebrate the Great Lakes' largest fish. They're really
It's the largest fish.
largest fish. So did you know right now, just a block from the studio, there are fish that are 6 feet long swimming
Wow.
around in the river. There's
Wow.
not many sturgeon left because they're a threatened species, but of the ones that are still roaming the Great Lakes, the majority of them live in the St. Clair River.
And they're hundreds of years old, thousands of years old?
They are virtually unchanged for the last 120 million years.
120 million. Wow.
So we started the festival as a way to get people up close
Yeah.
to these gentle giants. We call them gentle giants, and experience them because they are rare, but they're unique and special to this area.
Mm-hmm.
So we say you can come pet a Great Lakes dinosaur.
Wow.
Is really what they are,
Wow.
a dinosaur. So the festival is Saturday, June 1st
Okay.
at the Fort Gratiot Light Station Park in Port Huron.
That's a change.
Yes, it's a new location this year. We're really excited. We're actually really close to where the sturgeon live.
Yes,
so,
you are.
So the biologists will catch the lake sturgeon that morning from the lake, bring it up on shore into a massive touch tank where people can touch a 5-foot sturgeon, and then we release it at the end of the festival.
Oh, that's
and
great.
people can be a part of that ceremony too.
Yeah. You brought along some pictures. No, you got one up here now.
Right, so there's
Saturday,
the-
June 1st, free admission and activity, 10 to 3 at Fort Gratiot Lighthouse. And I bet you there's still hundreds and maybe thousands of people that have not been to the Fort Gratiot Lighthouse. So here's a great opportunity that's absolutely free.
Right. Yeah, you can climb the lighthouse that day too,
Oh my God!
or just take a picnic on the beach.
You cannot have open-toed shoes.
They changed that.
Oh, they did.
They did. You can now wear them.
Oh.
You just can't be barefoot.
Oh, okay.
So you can wear anything else.
All right. Now, go ahead here. What do you got?
So in addition to a big touch tank, we also have cute little baby sturgeon in tanks. We have kids activities and lots of vendors there. So there's art for sale. There's vendors giving you education. The Sturgeon Festival is a typical festival. It's got food and fun and festivities, but everything is focused on the Great Lakes.
Okay.
There.
And here's the fish.
Yeah, and we have all of these life cycle stages on display at the Sturgeon Festival. So you can see the baby eggs, you can see the babies, you can see a massive adult.
And you see they get to be 6 feet or more.
Yeah, and there's the
Oh, look
biologist.
at they're in the stern of the boat there. They're holding one.
Yes, and that's what will be at the Sturgeon Festival.
How do they catch them? Like a normal fish with a line and
With a line, and they bait them with round gobies.
okay.
And yeah, the line just sinks to the bottom of the river, and they pull them up on a hook.
How much was a 6-footer like that weigh?
Close to 100 pounds.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Oh, so
Yeah,
that's
and
quite a pull.
Yeah, and that was probably about an 80-year-old fish living out in the St. Clair River.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is this now?
So the public festival is free, but Friends of the St. Clair River does have a fundraising portion, and that is the Huron Ladies Sturgeon Cruise. You can purchase a $25 ticket and go out on the exclusive sturgeon cruise where you get to interact with the fisheries biologist and see the sturgeon up close.
Is that Bob Gross in the far right?
Could be. There may be a sighting.
I know that white hair.
There
that,
may be a sighting.
It could be a sighting. All right, here's 3 gentlemen who are fishing.
Oh, well, actually,
No,
they're
they're not.
performing a traditional Native American drum ceremony. So this is the Walpole Island Native American tribe.
Oh, that's wonderful that they're included.
Sturgeon are really significant to them historically. So they open the festival with a drum ceremony and they close the festival. It's just
Wonderful.
It's just a really neat piece of the festival.
Yeah, yeah. Sturgeon viewing here.
So that's where you see the touch tank at. And you can touch a Great Lakes dinosaur.
So what's it feel like?
It's rough.
Rough. Like an elephant's hide or something like that?
Yeah, it's just rough.
And that's a smaller one.
That's a smaller one. That would maybe be like a 20-year-old sturgeon.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And
so
that's
this
your
is all
logo?
put
You got
on
a
by
good-looking
Friends of the
logo?
St. Clair River.
Okay.
This is our signature annual event.
So you are on June the
First.
1st from 10 a.m. until
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
at the Fort Gratiot
Fort
Light
Gratiot
Station.
Lighthouse. Plenty
And
of
all
parking, everything free.
everything's free. No
Good.
reason not to come. Have a great day at the lighthouse, at the beach.
And I noticed you have tents. At least the other year you had a tent for where the viewing was. So if it's inclement weather was what I was concerned about.
And we have about 25 different vendors and activities going on, and everything's under tents.
Okay. So
Everything is under tents.
just come. Don't.
We've never had rain, Paul, in 6 years.
I'm sorry I brought it up. You can blame me.
No, but all the event details are at sturgeonfestival.com.
Okay, sturgeonfestival.com, and we salute you for it. I mean, it's a unique kind of thing for this area, and
It is.
very
It's
unique fish.
Right, and so they were on the brink of extinction not that long ago, but now Lake Sturgeon population is coming back, and that's really attributed to all the restoration work that's been going on in the St. Clair River. So we're
Oh, that's
using them
right.
as a keystone species to really gauge the health of our environment, and that's why we put on this festival, to really promote conservation and stewardship of our water resources.
How many years ago was the St. Clair River put on the bad
On the
list?
area of concern list, that
Yeah.
was in the early 1980s.
And most of that has been
And most of it's been
remediated?
restored. Yeah. Yeah, and
That's
so
a lot of hard work,
we
though.
can use the lake sturgeon population as a benchmark for that, and their numbers are increasing. Therefore, the health of the St. Clair River is increasing, and that's the message we're trying to put out with this Big Fish Festival.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
I salute you for it. It's just really great thing. And I think the Huron Lady Fund, if people can get on there, because you get a television camera at the bottom.
Yeah, we're not doing the live camera, but we
Okay.
do have
Video.
videos playing, and sturgeon experts on the boat and sturgeon. So they're learning a lot. They're getting a really intimate sturgeon lesson, essentially, while enjoying the beautiful blue water.
Oh yeah, it's a great ride.
And so that's the fundraiser portion of the festival, if people want to do that.
Okay.
Buy a Huron Lady.
All righty, the
Ticket.
Gentle Giant of the Great Lakes. I don't think we've missed anything.
Lots of kids activities.
Oh, yeah, let's talk
Yeah,
about-
bring some money. You can actually adopt a sturgeon this year. So you can actually adopt a real sturgeon that's
Okay.
been tagged, and it's being monitored and tracked in the
So
wild.
you can follow your sturgeon on the line.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Boy, your child would probably love to do that.
Yeah, it comes with an adorable stuffed plush, like a plush
Oh.
stuffed toy sturgeon. Comes with that adoption kit.
And then where would they go if they were spawned in the St. Clair River? Where did they travel?
They pretty much just stayed right at the mouth of Lake Huron, just north of the bridge. They
For
pretty
their
much
life?
don't. Yeah.
They don't go to Boblo or?
No, some might move down into Lake St. Clair, but they have found that they don't really venture too far. They don't move too far. If they spawn underneath the blue water bridges, they pretty much spend their life there.
Wow, pretty
And
cool.
there's a population in the Detroit River that does the same. Kind of just hangs out in the Detroit
unique
River.
stuff.
So, yeah.
Do people eat them? Prepare them?
Yeah, so our festival focuses on celebrating the life of
Right, not-
sturgeon, but there is a sturgeon fishing classic. I think it's the North Channel Classic that's put on by Sturgeon for Tomorrow in the fall during fishing season.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a catch and release
Okay,
event.
okay.
Very few people actually keep to eat them. The most just want the photo of them, and then they release them.
So- Okay, it's the 1st of June, 10 a.m. till all day.
3.
3, and Sherri wants you to be there.
Yeah, sturgeonfestival.com. And I do want you to be there.
Okay, very good. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.